Hey guys, it's ICC Cup Fits here, and today we have actually another, we're going to get on with our replays of the week between February 26th and March 3rd. And don't mind the non-existent Korean that's popping up as random numbers, etc. So, I think it's Korean, or just some random trigger settings or something. So, anyway, just for this map, it's actually called, well, I'll introduce the players first. Right here, the orange Terran is going to be Glow'LaluZ. L-A-L-U-Z is there going to be the orange Terran with actually averaging 363 APM, which is kind of ridiculous. Definitely probably more of a higher level game with that APM, especially if he's going to be able to utilize that APM, unless it's just not spamming throughout the whole thing. Spawning in the bottom left, we actually do have NEOX. Again, their claim's going to be pretty high level HADES. And he's going to be this Zerg with an averaging of 296 APM for this game. Now, again, APM can just be them spamming, and if I really don't have any other stats to really back up these players really right now, it's going to be a little hard to judge that, but I'll do my best. I believe this is a pretty higher level game, and I thank God for Hashim for not sending me a 5 replay pack. That's not all on Fighting Spirit. There's like 3 of them in here that's Fighting Spirit, don't worry, but if you guys are fans of Fighting Spirit, but I'm glad it's not Fighting Spirit this time. This map is actually called Electric Circuit, which I actually kind of really like this map, but just kind of viewing it really quickly. Your main is on the low ground, and your natural is on the low ground. There's really no like high ground for this map besides your little back door to your main, but you have to mine these out, and then you actually have to take off this side disruptor. So it's kind of more of a, I mean, I wouldn't say it's, if you're coming from StarCraft 2, as I'm kind of like a hybrid player, more or less. I'm a caster for Brood War, but for how much people, I guess, hate StarCraft 2, it's kind of more like the Destructible Rocks if you're kind of coming from StarCraft 2 or you're just kind of watching this for the Side Disruptor, as they use different kind of buildings. They've also used Zelnaga Temples, I think is what they're called. But that's that. As for your natural, it's not too hard. It's a pretty small choke. A couple of bunkers, a couple of supply depots. Really stop any kind of ling run bys and put a tank or 2 behind there. Now, you actually have a gasless third or whatever, like where your back door is, kind of like Medusa style. So that is another 5 mineral patches. If you're Terran, you could probably, if you just need more minerals, you could probably lift off your expand onto here. But yeah. And I guess hatch before pool, so nothing super sneaky, and he's actually going to put an engineering blade just to deny any third hatch replacement on getting a little greedy, I guess. He is going to be going for some tech play, most likely Vulture, most likely, but we'll see what that tech path is actually going to be. And just talking more about this map, your choke isn't too bad. Your 4th is actually a little harder to secure. It's kind of interesting because you have a very small choke right here where you could pretty much put a couple tanks, whatever kind of defensive structures you really want. However, you are prone to a lot of air attacks, things like the fact that there isn't, I mean, you're going to put an expand, you're going to put a command center or whatever you're going to put down here, and it's going to be a little hard to place turrets around there. I could see that being a little difficult. Terran should have a tight wall off right there, and most likely he doing the standard Zerg opening, and I'll just stop revealing the entire map for you guys. Standard from the Zerg, he's probably going to go 2 base, 3 hatch Muta to do some more damage maybe, or maybe just start teching into Lurker right away. It really depends on what the preference is. There's really no way to tell, for at least of what my knowledge is, there's really no way to tell. As this could be either they're going to be going like this would be the same build essentially for going 2 base 3 hatch, or just call it a 3 hatchery Hydra, but most likely as it is a TVZ that they're most likely going to be going Ling Lurker Muta, even with a couple skirts in there to deal with the science vessels. And I wouldn't expect, since this is a pretty high level game, you're going to mainly be going those like those late game compositions. Those are normally the late game composition for the Zerg. Oh, and they have Defiler in there too for the Dark Swarm. Early game Terror normally goes Vulture with Spider Mines. No surprise there, just to get that map control and try to contain the Zerg a little bit so they can't do run bys all the time. And will force mainly speed from the Overlords, or at least them kind of being all over the map, which you could get a Wraith, which he does have out right now. Or is he gonna actually go Cloak? Actually, I don't really know yet. But he'll get a free Overlord, and that will supply block him, so he will have to build another Overlord, which I don't think is actually quite done yet. Yeah, he's gonna be a little far behind. He's gonna be supply block for a little bit, and I'll be interested if this Wraith Arrest will actually do anything. Terran, as I've been talking for so long, is gonna actually be going early Science Vessel, going just do that early Wraith, just gonna be a little poking, just being kind of annoying. Make it an Overlord killer too, just being really, really annoying. But I don't see like how this could be really game changing. But he will get a nice scout out, and he should be careful not to lose that Wraith, as they are pretty expensive units, and I would personally really not want to lose that. But yeah, he will see the Spire, and he'll just see like, well, Zerg's doing like the normal thing, so I'm just gonna do my normal thing by building a whole bunch of barracks and a whole bunch of Marines probably, and start probably getting and he will probably get siege mode somewhat shortly. I wouldn't see like why he wouldn't. Yeah, and these Hydra right here, just for, if you're wondering, is just mainly just for like defense versus air, if this is going to happen. It's much better to spend 150 minerals, I guess, if it's metagame, to go, if he's going to be going Wraith. Sometimes it's not the worst thing, just try to outpredict the other opponent, even without proper scouting information. As you will learn, pretty much even with either StarCraft, the metagame will eventually happen if you play it so much, and it's kind of like the normal build to get. Well, in this case it would be a Wraith, I guess. It's never bad to get like 2 Hydra, as you would not want to lose like all your drones because you have no Hydra out. So units are popping. I think that's 6. No, that's 6. 4, 6, 7 with 2 Scourge. Scourge are there just to probably just try to pick off a Science Vessel, which not only are they very gas heavy, which take a while to build, but the thing is, the longer they're out, the more damage they can do to the Zerg, like as they will have more energy, and if they can pick off 1 or 2 of them, it really wouldn't be the worst thing. But as he should be fine for this. Might need one to pull. Nah, he doesn't even have any Marines right now. He only has 1 barracks actually, which is surprising. But you know, he has been macroing fairly well. I really don't know what he's been spending all his money on, quite honestly. But I guess he's just been really kind of fast teching too. I mean, that's mainly I wouldn't get that early. But I mean, again, I haven't played Brood War in a while, or I'm still D-, so I really wouldn't know that well, as I'm not a pro caster yet. Maybe, I don't know. And the other thing about the fast Science Vessel is it really helps with that, because it radiates. It will force a split, which will ultimately just do damage, and it may not guarantee a kill, but it will soften them up at least a little bit for the Marine system and kill everything. And queued up 2 more Science Vessels, and still no siege tanks yet, and still no additional barracks here, which is surprising. But he is being fairly persistent with the. He's kind of like denying all scouting. I believe that Zerg is actually playing in the complete dark right now. Let's see here. We don't need this guy's vision, and we're gonna want vision of this guy. I just want to see. I mean, he probably scouted with those mutas, or no, he actually. Okay, this game is terrible for that. Okay, so let's just. I don't know. Sometimes maybe the replay just doesn't like to work for that. But he should have seen, considering the fact that he just ran muta in here, he'll see that there really wasn't any kind of more barracks right there, which doesn't mean like the Terran's really going to be doing a really push right now, so he should be fairly okay. He's about halfway done for Lurker Tech, which is pretty normal. He's going to be getting his Gas of Success expand off, or 3rd off. But Terran will know the exact positioning of his like 3rd, I guess you would call his like real 3rd, with his for his next gas fast expand or expand. But yeah, and just sending out links to pretty much just kind of take all the spider mines, which is not bad. As you could pretty much say, like the spider mines are kind of there. Are like what are they, 75 per vulture, so like 30 minerals per spider mine, I guess, You get 2 per vultures, and the only reason why you really get the vultures out is to, I mean, maybe as a harassing unit, maybe if you can get a run by on the Zerg, but mainly it's just for the map vision with the Spider-Man. So if you kind of kill those off and negate that, I mean, it's not really bad. I guess it could be cost effective for 25% per ling, and you kill off 1 or 2 Spider-Mines. It's not terrible. Now I really like it from the from Hades, the Zerg player, where he's really spreading his overlords, just getting that complete center map vision. And the vultures, I mean, they can still run around and they're not going to get damaged, but like instead, it's just really good map vision, so the Zerg will know exactly when he's pushing out, and exactly he'll have plenty of time to react. This is a pretty big map. But I also do like the Spider-Man positioning of this because it will cut off enforcements coming that way, or do some damage at least, or at least stall for a little bit, and he'll know that he's going up that way. But Terran will be playing in the dark for right now, which quite honestly I never like to do. I always try to get as much map control as I possibly can, just to know. But sometimes it's not really that hard. And I want to say Bronze League, but D- League, I guess, would be, or D League. Also, news. What else is going on? I did some D League cast with Varial. If you're the forget the guy's name for the D League thing. We actually have like 3 of them. I still have to cast the other 2 games. I'm sorry, I'm a little slow on that. I've been kind of sick lately, and I haven't been feeling too well in school and blah. But that's that, and it looks like the Zerg is actually going to be pushing out right now with a couple of links and lurkers. Will he have Hive Tech? No, just started Hive Tech, so he will not have that Defiler support. We'll be actually getting after those Irradiates on the lurkers, just dwindling those numbers a little bit. But it looks like he may just want to back off here, as he won't really have any anti-air right here. And wow, he got 5 lurker kills. Wow. And I mean, like, yeah, these time vessels definitely are cost effective. And you know, Terran's macroing out again fairly well. He's gonna build up those big tank numbers, a lot of Marines, a lot of medics, and then probably gonna try to, once he feels comfortable, where he doesn't feel like the Zerg can pretty much overwhelm him, he'll start getting some more map control, start denying expands. I definitely said the more or less I'd put for TVZ. I think the Zerg really kind of has more dominance in the early stages of the game, especially with the meta, as they are pretty. I mean, it looked very easy for Glow'LaluZ to pretty much deal with. He had 2 turrets, and he even had early science vessel, which he knew what to do. I know for lower level like D and D-, sometimes it's really hard to deal with that, where the Zerg can really dominate with that just early meta push, which is really hard to deal with, quite honestly. And I mean, as long as the Terran player can just kind of sit back, get their army up, get the upgrades going, it will be very hard for the Zerg to do anything, especially if he's going to just be sitting off 2 base. The best thing probably for the Zerg to do is probably just take it, expand, which he's doing. And macroing very efficiently also, I shall note that. But it looks like he will be pushing on. He does feel pretty comfortable, going to be pushing out about 5-6 tanks actually. But it looks like he might be setting up a flank for here as he's moving out. But he will see this with just the lings, and I believe there's a couple. I don't know, I haven't all the overlords, maybe they got back. But yeah, it looks like he will be pushing back. The Terran will have nothing of this but the turret. Oh no! Well, the problem is now there's a lot of lurkers in the base, which is good, and he's gonna have this pretty good positioning to where we look at the carnage. I'm trying to say is that the lurkers have a really good positioning where the Marines are going to be kind of hard to stim in here, where he's going to have to really wait for those irradiates to go off so he can go in here and do it. We're going to kill off many of the links. Maybe get a production facility or 2. I really don't see how this could do too much damage, but yeah, it looks like he is doing it. I mean, it definitely did hurt the Terran quite a bit, because actually his natural's actually kind of dead right now. Was it worth it? Maybe, maybe not. I don't really know if that was really that cost effective. He did snipe with 2 tanks, but he does have the whole army back here, mainly lings, more or less, but if he pushes out again, where the ling can come back in here. So we'll just see how GLow'LaluZ actually handles this. Looks like he does know they're actually there, so he will have to push back, as there are a lot of tanks. And Stim Marines plus tanks equals nom 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 lings. Zergus has fourth, and like I was saying earlier in the match, where you can kind of just spam defensive buildings up here. It looks like he's what he's actually going to be doing right here. And just irradiating more lurkers, making sure the lurker count doesn't get up too high. Getting free kills is never bad, as it is just energy. And it looks like he will be pushing out like a Marine squad, but probably 2 control groups of Marines and medics. Going to be denying some expands. This is what he needs to be doing so the Zerg doesn't macro up too hard. But there will be a Ling counterattack in the back. But fire bats and tanks are very good against Lings, but actually doing quite a bit of damage actually. You know, that was I think what 3 or at least 2 to 3 tank pushes, but Zerg it does have that very good defensive going right here, and wow, I'm surprised. 1, 2 upgrades for the oh, is he gonna lose those? Oh no. Oof. Oh, that another one goes down. That's terrible. So Terran player is just rebuilding his army. He has 6 barracks, getting a lot of fire bats out due to the very high link count. He will have Defiler up right about now. Upgrades, he's getting what, plus 2 carapace, I believe. I believe he's getting plus 2. Where is this? Yeah, plus 2 carapace. And Terran for upgrade. Where are you, little eBays? No upgrade coming out right now. We'll be doing another engagement on this ramp. Dark Storms are going off. Getting wow. Zerg player is actually getting a lot of good Science Vessel kills, which are these really high on energy? No, he's kept the energy fairly low on these, constantly doing irradiates on the lurkers, not too bad. Zerg will double expand off of that, it looks like, or expanded once and then he put down another one because I failed. I'm such a bad caster. Okay, so so yeah, it looks like he's actually, instead of going more like, he's actually being more creative with the fire bats in here, but he has to really do that to the really high link count. Sadly, there aren't that many upgrades for the lings right now. I'm not sure if he's actually upgrading Crackling yet. But fire bats will just start racking up, and plus 2, wow, 16, what was that, 20 damage per ling per hit and splash damage, like, two fire bats? Oh, no, everything. I wish I was a fire bat, it'd be pretty cool. I think they look so much more badass in this game than StarCraft 2, quite honestly, but that's just my own personal preference, quite honestly. And Terran will have his own 3rd coming up, and adding 8, 2 more racks, which make the total racks count 8. And it looks like the Zerg is actually losing map control slowly, and this is where I like to say Terran would have the upper hand in late game. Oh, but wow, good plague, and that's just gonna rip through that. Oh. Yeah, wow, that was a very good plague. Looks actually, I may take that back right now. I was gonna compare it to. I'm not sure if I'm a bad caster if I compare it with StarCraft 2, but it would be pretty much like late game TVZ in StarCraft 2. I'm not gonna get really into it, but Protoss is really, really strong late game, and Terran has the upper hand in early game. If you guys care for that, if you guys hate me for it, yeah, whatever. I like to talk about whatever I want to talk about. And double starports producing 2 science vessels at once. Getting a couple more link kills. And looks like he will be has another. Zergus just keeps on like regaining the same army size. I just wonder if he was able to, if he engaged with a 200 army, just waited for it. But I guess he just really wants to keep that map control going. He's producing a lot of lings right now. Surprised with the gas, he's not opting to go for more of a going for more defilers / lurkers. Could even potentially do some Uter harass right about now, but Darkstorms are going off. I don't think those storage will connect. Oh, they actually will connect with the science vessels. And okay, well that should be good. Oh, the 5 records surrounded. They stem and they kill everything, but lurkers will be going down, and good spread-ish. And yeah. Medics are OP, and fire rats are OP. Oh no, oh there we go. Okay, good. And the Tyrant still is yet to deny expands right now, as the Zerg is going to be off of 2, 3, 4, 5 gas, which is kind of ridiculous for Brood War. But Terraforming is playing this very well, just constantly making sure that he's irradiating the very powerful units, i.e. the Lurkers and Defilers, because he doesn't want them to get into the mass numbers, being very pesky with that. No, like, hardcore harass, but I take that back, as he will be actually coming down here and doing quite a bit of damage with a pack of 6 Marines and 1 medic, and this will be taken care of. But quite a number on the drone line on that. It looks like he's going to be going down to the 4th, but we'll be running in a whole line of 2nd colonies, or maybe going to be going to the 5th. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, yeah. Never took this one, oddly enough, but I think it just died. That must have just... Oh, he did a drop, I guess. Did not see that happening. I'm sorry, I didn't look at the minimap better. And actually going to be having 1 firebat over here and be like, yo, dude, I'm not going to let this happen. I'm going to burn it to death. Mwahaha. And looks like the Zerg is pretty much contained at this point. Not losing, but contained. And he just has so many science vessels right now. You just kind of really... he's probably going to have to irradiate all those... This will still hunt for money in the main right now, and just going around with these little marine packets, doing actually going to be trying to deny the 6th, I think, or right now, which he already pretty much has with that 1 fire bat. It's like, yo, dude, I don't even need any help. I have 2 kills and I'm +3, so I'm going to be cool like that. And Marines are going to be like, yo, yeah, just got to stim in here and just kill some stuff. Ooh, that's the stuff. Nom 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 nom, Hydrolistan, nom 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 nom. Oh, drones? Oh, nom 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 nom. Bye 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 bye. I love, and also he's gonna be denying this, that base, which is pretty much killed off right about now, and these are being stationary units right now. And he's like, yo, dude, no, you can't have natural. I had a funny game, it's a custom game where it's like me and 2 other clanmates and Brood War were like, well, we're just gonna team up against you because it was a 1v1v1, and we just teamed up and we just pretty much kept on denying all tech from my other friend, and he got so pissed off, and he didn't even rage out. He was like, we did that for about probably 45 minutes before he just quit, which I thought was the funny thing. I think this is kind of the similar thing. It's like, oh, you want some tech buildings? Oh yeah, no, you can't. I'll leave you with like an extractor and a hatchery, but no. Otherwise, no, absolutely not. We'll actually be doing another drop. I'm not sure if that was an actual drop or not, but Ultras are coming out right about now, and they can take quite a bit of damage. And under Dark Swarm, that will be pretty effective, but it will fall. And Lurkers are actually going out of Dark Swarm, so he can actually be hit, but he's probably not paying attention, as he is killing off the main, and as he is also, yeah, I think this is really pretty much game over at this point. I don't see how this can really do anything. And, you know, I don't think the Zerg did anything really wrong, besides the fact where he just kind of... He pushed out with a lot of smaller forces, which I didn't quite like as much. Maybe he might have lost map vision for a little while. But I think if he really kind of built up that 200 army. I mean, just looking at the supply, for most of the game, I think he had around a 140-ish supply of just total. I don't know how much of that was drones or army, but I think he could have maxed out, maybe done some more damage. Or tech switch to ultras maybe quicker, as he was seeing that lings really weren't doing the job. But nice play off there where really wasting the energy. And there's the GG by Hades. Good game. Replay of the week number 1, guys. That was a lot of fun. Hopefully I can be a little better and a little more analytical, or maybe, excuse me, analytical next cast. But I hope you guys enjoy my cast. I think they're fun. I think they're fun to cast. And maybe I'm not the best caster, but Who doesn't like a caster that gets off topic so many times, right? Right? Am I right? No, I'm kidding. But I'll try to stay a little more focused on task. But yeah, great game by GLow'LaluZ and NEOX's HADES. Both very strong players. I have to agree. HADES just maybe make some better game decisions of when you want to push out. But nothing wrong. His macro is very top of the line. I couldn't do this. Other players I could commendate. You guys are having great macro skills, and I applaud you for that. And have a great day, guys. I will be back with game number 2, and I'll just talk more about random stuff. All right, peace, guys. Fitz out.